First of three excuse me, first of three debut records on my fantasy playlist of June 13th, 2000. How you doing, Mr. DJ? Back on the Second Millennium channel. It's been several months since I've been on the Second Millennium channel. Good to be back. Counting down a fantasy playlist. Another effort of love. June 13th, 2000. Guster at number 39. Debuting at number 39. Guster with Fa 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 Fa. It's a very catchy record, but was not one of their biggest hits. As a matter of fact, Guster, they're a pretty obscure band. They had only one big hit, relatively speaking, but I'll get into that in just a minute. Guster, they formed in Massachusetts. They're a group of college students. Three guys. They attended an orientation program. It was called Wilderness Orientation Program, in the summer of 1991. And that's how they met. Three guys met of Guster. A few months later, they played a coffee house. They were performing at a coffee house at a dormitory. Their first album was Parachute in 1995. There was Go Fly in 1997. These first two albums were underground. They were strictly out of the mainstream, staying true to their alternative roots. But they went more mainstream in 1999 when they came out with, Lost and Gone Forever, trying to decipher my chicken scratch. Lost and Gone Forever, and Fa Fa was on that album. I tell you, the harmonies. I listened to the harmonies on YouTube. I tell you what it reminds me of. Listen to the harmonies of this record. When they get into the chorus, when they do fa 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 fa, and when they start singing right after the chorus, sounds a lot like Duran Duran's. What was it? Save a Prayer. Duran Save a Prayer. Sounds a lot like Duran Duran. Check out the chorus and some of the harmonies of Save a Prayer by Duran Duran, and listen to Guster's Fa Fa. It's just very close. It's a catchy record. It's a very catchy record, but just didn't chart. Well, it did chart on one. Adult chart. Billboard's adult chart, I think, went top 30. That's it. Didn't get on alternative. Although the X in Birmingham, they played the heck out of this record. Alternative station in Birmingham, they're all over this record by Guster. Fa Fa. A guy named Carl Denson. He played on some of Lenny Kravitz's albums. He played on his first album, Let Love Rule. He was a saxophone player. He plays saxophone and flute on this record, Carl Denson. And I guess that's all I got to say about this record. Number 39, obscure. Oh, wait a minute. Forgot one other thing. Forgot to mention their more famous record. They came out with Keep It Together in 2003, and you might remember Amsterdam that came off that album back in 2003 by Guster. But to me, Fa Fa, Fa 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 Fa, it's the charm. Always the charm. Debuting at number 39 on my fancy playlist, June 13th, 2000.